Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to week one of the Winter League here on a Dragon Warrior Randomizer. As we take a look at the last three joining controllers, we have, of course, the gold, the simple torch, and the gold in this situation. Week one deal, of course, welcome to Winterliga, has different things, including no keys required for doors, random chest locations, a very small map, sorry, very fast XP, and one of the best things possible, you have a tri-state to have a guard if it's a treasure. Alrighty, so only one treasure in the actual treasury, and that's just a bunch of gold. Heading over to the far side to see what's underneath after they check to see if some of those random treasure locations are available here. And going down below, it's going to be Kigalas first to show us. And below we are... Go ahead.
I apologize. I was going to remind everybody one of the other things is randomized experience levels. So, you could see some very rapid level gains and some very not rapid level gains depending on how things work out. But that green dragon is not going to be very helpful in that.
No, she's going to send it back to start quickly.
Magidrakeys with hurt and Drakemas with hurt more. So murder bats in play.
We wouldn't have it any other way in the opening week, would we?
Absolutely. If nobody has caught the previous run, I highly suggest you check it out on the VODs. It was a very spicy run. That's all I'm going to say here. But yeah, it looks like everyone is trying to do some grinding, see if they can get some things. Oh, wolves also have hurt more apparently, so we're getting quite the spicy intro here. Not a whole lot immediately close to the castle that is able to be taken on by our people at their current rates, which is going to be a little problematic.
The only advantage they're going to have with that is, of course, the alternate run mechanic, which, of course, makes it if you're out in the overworld, it's going to be easier to run. Down in the dungeons, it's a little harder to run. And in Charlock, yeah, you might as well stand and fight.
However, there is also a separate easy run in Charlock flag enabled.
Yeah, we couldn't punish them that much.
So it is a little bit easier to run in Charlock than it otherwise would in this particular seed set. Those random chest locations is going to be real interesting, potentially, because there are some locations that you can't just normally see unless you actively go out of your way to look for them. And if you don't remember that, it can get interesting. Ooh, AK-47.
I had a few in my run last night that was that way, not remembering, and then had to backtrack later.
Another thing that can be difficult for runners to remember sometimes is that while we have randomized chest locations, we do not have randomized search spots. So the armor is guaranteed to be in Hawksness, the flute is guaranteed to be in Coal, and the token is guaranteed to be on the overworld search spot, which will be randomized where it is, but it will always be that token. So that's another thing that if they're looking for that armor and can't seem to find it wherever they go, well, it's because it's in Hawksness. Ooh, crit kill on a magician.
Every time I've seen it. But did not get the level.
Well, that's the randomized experience flag coming in.
The reason why he's referring to that is because normally most of our randomized races it only takes 5 experience to get to level 2, and we have over 18 on the other side here without a level.
And regular Drakeys with hurt more. So you have Drakeys with hurt more, Magidrakeys with hurt, Drakemas with hurt more. So yeah, we have murder bats all over the place.
And there goes a Drakema taking down atomraptors, sending him back to start.
Now, Kigalas managed to get to a shop with the money he had and picked up a value buy on hand axe. Now, the interesting thing is the other tri-state flag in play is the summer sale. So any given item might be on sale for a significant discount.
But it is random as to which items, meaning you ain't going to go in there and find everybody discounted. You're probably going to have like 3 or 4 regular, and then you're going to go, ooh, the silver sword instead of 14.8 is only 3,500? Thank you.
And the flame sword is only 5,300. And the sleepy town of Breckenary, home of the 6 gold inn, we'll leave a torch out for you.
I'd say many people usually see Breckenary and just turn around me. It's got a heart soul for me. I love old Becky.
Yep, home of the 6 gold inn. We'll leave a torch on for you. And of course, in this instance, it actually had that hand axe. It's got the flame sword on sale, so that will be something to keep in the back pocket. Ooh, Kigalas just got hurt more at level 2 at at 24 experience points.
They also help picking up sleep as well as that hurt more.
And ding, level 3 for atomraptors. Just skip 2 entirely all the way to 3. That can happen.
Which means 2 is probably a very small XP number. From 2 to 3, that is.
Most likely, yes.
Meanwhile, our 2 top have not popped that level 1 cherry.
No, but they are getting close.
And unfortunately, back to start for Sylverfyre under the Drakema.
Oof. Yeah, with only 19 hit points and a lot of hurts and hurtmores out there, plus some red dragons lurking in those woods, it's a very dangerous start for our friend. Now, Sylverfyre is using fairy water very effectively to kill this magician, does get level 2. And there's the hurt more for him. So, they have hurt more. They can use it once. Assuming a red dragon doesn't catch him from behind and cast bite more.
True. But it's nice to find yourself a good somebody who takes 50, 60 points, cast your hurt more, get your experience, and probably maybe hop up. As for instance, we got Kigalas at level 7. Off of that with heal and stop spell.
Yep, that and also atomraptors in one fight went from level 3 to level 7. So again, the randomized experience can swing both ways.
Sylverfyre is up to 4, by the way, as he dies.
He's probably going to hit 7 on his next fight, regardless of what it is. But now that they have that hurt more mid-tier enemies are now very desirable to encounter. Maybe not these Drakemas, but the Wyvern. The Magic Wyvern there that Sylverfyre just took down has promoted them to the next level. 17 attack, 16 speed, 7, 18 magic, heal, stop spell. Dropped all the way up to level 7 there.
However, it looks like 7-8 is a little bit of a leap as they're fighting and taking guys down, but still not moving.
Took down a green dragon for atomraptors. That popped him up to level a 00191. Excuse me. Radiant and heal more. So they have both more already.
Yeah, but you still gotta find everything and then get down below.
You certainly do, and we do have Kigalas finding a first dungeon up here.
Well, that is if he can get... No, I was gonna say if he can get around that X-Knight, but did not do so.
And HoodyTwoShoes actually going down to an AK. I cast Axmore. The barbarian caster, he casts Axmore.
Yep, he's like, I don't know the word hurt, I just used my axe.
Atomraptor is finding an actual dead end and double checking and making sure it actually is a dead end before going elsewhere, which is a great idea. Didn't see what was in that dungeon though.
I didn't either, I will apologize. The thing, though, is especially because this is not just our vanilla dragon where you do usually want to stick to one shore or the other. Follow it around so you do not keep doing the same part of the map over and over again. We have
Ooh.
Hawksness.
We have
Yep, that's right.
Hawksness, which is guaranteed to have the armor, but it's also guaranteed to be a certain set of enemies that I don't think, unless it's an Axe Knight, they're not going to be able to take on.
Well, with only 2 MP, he's not going to take it on anyway, but he does move to level 9.
He's got 60 attack power, 60 strength at level 8 with a hand axe. I mean, no, he's not going to survive whatever he's going to be getting hit by, but, you know, I mean, at least figure out what is here. It's a blue. Ew. That's probably one of the worst. And with baby breath, that's actually a good thing. The baby breath does less damage than the bite.
But that's actually better than most of the fights I've seen in the last 2 or 3 days where it's all been red dragon, red dragon, red dragon on that spike. Blue could take down with 2 good, well-timed Hurtmores.
They're very resistant to Hurtmores. I think it's a 9 out of 16 chance to resist.
True, but it's better than, you know, trying to hack at this point.
That is definitely true. And with 30 MP, he can try a Hail Mary. The problem is surviving, because that bite more can still be very painful.
Right, but isn't 49 out of the range of the bite?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Oh, wow. Agility of 63 at level 9. Oh, we're already at level 9, 10 minutes in. That's what the randomized experience key can do to you sometimes. Now watch them stay here at level 9 for like 10 minutes or so.
Remember that agility is only a number.
Oh, 4K needed for level 10. That's the randomized experience for you.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn,
34,
get your
20
nice beverage,
something.
and we're going to be here a bit.
Yeah, we're going to be here at level 9 for a hot minute. Ran into a wizard, that's a Charlock enemy, trying to run from it, but having a little bit of difficulties. Finally did manage to run.
Wait a minute, is HoodyTwoShoes running with one of those football guys from 10 Yard Fight? And he joins his level 9 hold for several thousand.
I believe you may be right. Either that or it's Ryu from the Tecmo Bowl, Barry Sanders.
Oh, it's close with the football reference.
Okay.
But yeah, I do see myself use either Pac-Man or the Metal Slime when I'm running, so. But Barry has to go home because unlike Bo, he doesn't know how to survive. Sylverfyre, on the other hand, looks like he's gonna go get the Guadalupe letter and not have to watch Evo for the night.
Wizard has stop spell. Ooh, Demon Knight has DL2 breath. And they're nasty. They're hard to dodge. And Kigalas gets the unfortunate news that he needs another 3,000 experience points. Get to grinding, boy.
Find your favorite spot and start fighting. And he's got to walk Guadalupe out of here. He does not have outside.
And he's going to have to walk back through this fight here. Which is okay, it's only a stone man. I mean, it's not great. But there's the sleep.
Run should put him on the wrong side. Yep, he's gonna have running gonna do it. You gotta fight him.
Oh. Ew.
And the sleep is like a 9 out of 16 too. You had it last time and you should have kept going. Said both him and Guadalupe die. He goes back to the king, Guadalupe goes back in her jail cell.
Now, that is that the Princess of Moonbrook that he's using from Dragon Quest II?
I look so. It might be a DW3 sprite, but one of the two.
Oh, Mara and Nara from 4. Okay, yeah, that also makes
yeah.
sense. Very similar sprite design. Nara. Okay, it's Nara from Dragon Quest
Yeah,
4. Yeah.
it's called We Recycle.
Looks like the Death Necklace was in Garenham in this little treasure vault. They're guarded by 2 guards. Star Wyvern cast Beakmore and pecks Kigalas' eyes out.
Of course, that will be good if they do get over about 130 to 140 on the hit points as we continue to grind through these levels.
I mean, it's entirely possible. Looks like this is Tablet Cave down here. He's looking through to find chests.
And there are none.
And there are none.
Meanwhile, Kigalas is going back home.
There's a comment in...
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say there's a comment in chat about the previous seed and Tablet Cave, but if you want to know the details on that, you're going to have to watch the VODs.
Yep,
now, Sylverfyre just found Hawksness. This could get interesting.
Yeah, I can see, well, not great resources. 12, but still got a chance with that blue dragon. I was going to say, I'd have to give the experience for knowing knowledge here so far to Hoodie, but Sylverfyre is coming on those toes. Okay, we know it's the blue dragon coming up here for Silver. Tries the first hurt, but fails. Tries the second, and fails again. Back to home for Sylverfyre. Bad side of the dice. So for those just tuning in, everybody's stuck at level 9 because they're looking at over a 3,500 experience point boost to get to the next level. Not really any of the key items have been found as of yet, but it's early in Welcome to Winterleague, or Willkommen da Winterliga here.
Sylverfyre has found themselves another dead end, but you know what? That's always good to just tick that off of your checkbox of potential locations things might lurk. A little bit painful walking through that swamp, but at least now you know where not to go.
One less location to find on this smaller map to find everything from Starlock to Hostness to even Breckenary again, as Hoodie's about to go back to.
Found an X-Knight. That's a very choice hurt more target.
Very nice experience points, and usually goes down to 1. Very rarely survives the 1.
Kigalas is just on this Axe-Knight grind. Axe-Knights also have hurt more. They can return fire now. So a little bit risky for the Bisky, but you've got a town right here. You've got these Axe-Knights in this desert area and also maybe in these hills. So this is a pretty choice grind spot right by Breckenary, which is the cheapest inn in all of Elfgard.
Yep, and unfortunately, Atomraptors does die, but he has about a 1,300 experience point lead on the group.
We'll see if Kigalas will try to pare that down. He's definitely grinding on these Axe-Knights, which I totally approve of. It's probably the best grind available to our runners at this time.
Well, especially since this area is so close to Tangentile. Even if you do die, you immediately run back and go through. However, Hoodie has found coal and will have the fairy flute here in a moment.
Assuming they decide to pick it up. Some runners don't really like the fairy flute because it takes up an inventory slot that could potentially be used for fairy water. But with the speed hacks flag enabled, it's not as punishing as it normally would be. Ah, it does pick it up.
Yeah, because you don't have to play through the whole music.
Yeah, normally it's an 8-second time loss every time you toot your flute, but with the speed hacks, it's only 1 second.
Now that was the best thing. The NPC was making a major block there in coal for a while.
Oh, and there's the harp in coal in the chest. So good on HoodyTwoShoes for searching for those chests and coming out with a key item required.
Yep, each place does have. Oh, looks like you forgot one in the top corner, and up there we have a scale, good for 2 points of defense.
Hey, it's better than a kick in the head.
Yes, it is. Could have found a torch. And by the way, of course, torches are only good for weapons here because we do automatically give everybody a +1, and he's found Catlin in the meantime.
The Great Mall of Cantlin. Not only that, but potentially coordinates.
Well, we'll definitely have coordinates provided he goes for them, because there's definitely going to be the token on the search spot.
He's selling the dragon scale. Did he ever equip that?
I don't believe he did, and I think our tracker can confirm that.
That's always a thing, because remember, if you equip the dragon scale and then sell it as it is equipped, you keep your defense bonus. But if you sell it before you equip it, you don't get it.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that. Looks like he... Oh, there is a treasure chest in with the... In here,
And,
it's a big old pile of gold.
The flute puns in this chat are just flutiful.
Alright, looks like he is going...
And in this dungeon is Freebie Cave. I don't see any yet, but we haven't seen the other side yet. Uh-oh. There could be... There could have been a chest on the far right side of that they never saw.
Well, the count is only 6 and 4 is all you got to count from Tangento.
Kigalas back in Honksness.
Woody is on the spot if he beats the Wyvern.
Preemptive attack from that blue, and yeah, you're done.
So as he goes done, Hoodie picks up his token, one step closer to the rainbow drop.
Comment in chat. 63 agility on an easy run flag set and still can't manage to get away. Meanwhile, the metal slime, of course, runs on the first shot. Courage and Wit has served thee well. Promoted to the next level. 5 power, 1 speed, 6 hit points, no magic, and repel. That was a level.
A painful level, but yes.
I mean, I don't want to be using things like mid, and I believe HoodyTwoShoes just found Jerk Cave.
That is correct.
That's definitely information to keep in your back pocket for later after you've got the 3 key items and ready to go ahead and get that turned in.
You got 2, but the metal slime ran away.
And it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game.
And level 10 must not have been long, because he's already at level 11 down there for atomraptors.
Yeah, 6, 11, 5, 1 for level 11. So that's a very respectable level 11. Some gold there in the back of Garenham. And then, of course, the carefully guarded death necklace, guarded by 2 guards and a locked door. They really don't want anyone accidentally getting cursed. In the vanilla game, when you put that death necklace on, you actually lose 1 hit point every time you take a step. So, definitely not something you want to put on in the vanilla game. But then again, in the vanilla game, you've only got a chance of it popping up in chest number 5 in Mountain Cave.
Man, it really wasn't worth putting it on in the vanilla.
Possible treasure guard for Sylverfyre. They might be finding something interesting. No? Nope, it's a fake out.
Yeah, that's the only catch. You can have the enemies in that level anyway, and then you have to go, well, is that a guard, or is that just I got unlucky?
And that's the thing, because it's a tri-state flag for treasure guards, you don't know. And also, Sylverfyre is demonstrating another valuable tactic for randomized chest locations. That Radiant spell is really useful in spotting those obscure location chests.
But he didn't get advantage. Unfortunately, he didn't get advantage to actually use it, as he went ahead and died before he could see.
Well, he did see the one chest in the chest number 1 vanilla location. It's
right,
just that he got pegged on the way, or they got hit on the way around to get it.
Right, but the reason there was, of course, he used that so that way when you grab that first chest, you could see the one down at the bottom, which is normally not there, but one of our random available spots would be there as well or not. And he didn't get to see whether that was there or not, as he got pegged before.
Yeah, they did.
Meanwhile, atomraptors now pulls out to a 3-level lead over the competition. Hoodie goes back to the grave and immediately throws Radiant on to see. And Kigalas is in that same grave as well right now. Doesn't look like there's any of the 3 original up in the original spot. I've seen 2 spots, but looks like there may not be any.
Well, that may mean that they're all down in deep grave.
Which half time people don't want to go down there, and it looks like Hoodie is not.
Now, it's not Kigalas. Yeah, Kigalas is going to go ahead and dive and see what he can find. Ooh, yeah, Sylverfyre got nailed by another wyvern. Oh man, those birds have it out for Silver this seed, it seems.
Yeah, they're kind of like the wizards for me last night. They're just like hawking to them. Meanwhile, Kigalas continuing to deep dive the grave.
And atomraptors also checking this potential chest location, does see the chest here, will go ahead and collect it, of course running into the true boss of Dragon Quest, the NPC pathing algorithm. And but does go ahead. Oh no! Oh yeah, that could be a problem. He almost got blocked in there.
He's like, "Oh, you want my silver harp? Stay and talk for a while." I'm sitting over the corner.
Stay a while and listen. Now, Atomraptors has made it into the Great Mall of Cantlin with coordinates and with a lot of things on sale today.
Yep, you can definitely use those coordinates to start to be caught up here.
That is at least one guaranteed key item.
That basically, with the algorithm, the only one you need to find is the silver harp and the stone. Because everything else would be in a vanilla spot.
Yeah, of note, the armor is guaranteed to be in Hawksness. Of course, it's being guarded right now by a blue dragon, so, you know. From Tentacle Castle, 6 north, 4 east. Gee, I don't know, man. I might have to get Quainlan for those coordinates. I don't know if I can count that.
That's one of the few coordinates I could count, even if I was drunk.
Well, they don't call me Sneaky the Lost for nothing, but I think even I might be able to count that one if I tried. Ooh, Silver Shield is on sale! And that's a steep discount, too. That's less than half off.
Well, we didn't forget to tell you, it might be listed as Silver Shield, but once you get it, we just spray painted it as rust. That's why we're selling it at half off.
Like, what was that one place that was allegedly selling amazing items and then you leave it and it turns out to be like a stick or something? There was one of the games that had that.
Hey, you can have this brand new God mode, and you get it, and it's like, it's only 1 extra hit point. Sorry.
Yeah, it was Foxville, right. Ooh, HoodyTwoShoes has defeated the Blue Dragon and has obtained his Eredric's armor.
So
Star Wyvern preemptively attacks, almost kills him, but almost only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and hurtmores.
And nuclear warfare. But now he's going to be able to get that run heal, and not that far away from Starlock is the Hawk. That's not really the town you want to have next to Starlock. You want to have a town where you could heal up quickly, but whatever the game gives you is what you got to deal with.
Now, Atomraptors has found Swamp Cave, which might be interesting. Silver, I believe, is over by Breck. Yeah, doing the Axe Knight grind. Do not blame them for doing that.
Yep, Breckenary and Caitlin is the 2 places we found it so far. Alrighty, Atomraptors is going for his blue dragon fight. First hurt more is a miss. There's a hit on the second. And a regular swipe should finish. Oh no, with a breathing fire, but this should finish it. And there will go his suit of Erdrick's armor.
Yeah, this has been a pretty lethal seed so far. We're a half an hour into this seed, which is, these are usually pretty jetty seeds, but this has been a really lethal seed.
And it looks like Hoodie is going in Mountain Cave, checking the place that could be, due to our algorithm, a treasure chest first. Not normally the way you would go, of course, in Mountain, but it is there, and it's only gold.
Attempted a stop spell, but of course, because because Hoodie's got the armor, that's not really gonna work out so well for the poor dragon.
Now, for those who don't know, of course, you need to have Erdrick on. That stop spell is an automatic no-go for anybody casting you.
Meanwhile, Silver has made it into Coal, and they've gone ahead and looted the Lost and Found in the inn.
But not the super lost and found to get the silver harp yet.
They're heading over there.
Looks like he's going to avoid getting the flute.
They.
Sorry, my apology.
Atomraptors also finds that out-of-the-way chest and finds the gold within. Silver's made it into Cantlin, so they're gonna be checking things out. That Silver shield on steep discount. Magic armor is also for sale at full price.
Meanwhile, Kigalas is just still out there trying to find the location.
Oh, Silver is not yet going for those coordinates. Okay, taking the scenic route to the south corner. Okay. So now they're going to go ahead and get their coordinates, those so difficult to count coordinates. Takes a death warp back home. Another 135 for level 11 for Silver, so that's nice to know. Looks like Adam has already hit level 14 at 6,400 experience, has really been hitting that grind. After all, when in doubt, grind it out. You okay over there?
Medicine?
Ah, okay. So, looks like HoodyTwoShoes is checking. There is a potential chest location down by Gwendolyn that you cannot see from the outside of this area. You actually have to get through the Guardian of Gwendolyn to be able to check that spot. Ooh, Rogue Scorpions have DL2 Breath of Silver has just found out, much to their dismay. Going to go ahead and sleep and smack this stone man. We'll have to actually defeat it to get out of this area. If you flee, it'll kick you back a step. Meanwhile, Atomraptors has gone ahead and found the town of Cole and will also likely be picking up his flute and harp. So, a very musical town with both the flute and the harp available. Oh, already has them. Okay. Just topping off then. Meanwhile, HoodyTwoShoes is going through Swamp to the other side of Swamp where there is an immediate town and Charlock. Same thing with Kigalas, and there's also a cave right below Charlock. Ooh, Silver has made it into Hawksness. With a decent amount of resources, they should be able to take this blue down. Looks like that is going to be Mountain Cave that Kigalas has found over by Charlock and is checking those little out-of-the-way places that you don't normally check because there might be a chest there. Oh, there's the big stick! First chest in Mountain Cave. The one that our other runner got 2 steps away from and then got killed by a murder bird. And Silver has obtained their Airdrix armor and will go ahead and take an immediate death warp from this blue. The 1 hit point win. The only hit point that matters is the last hit point, right?
Yeah, I didn't think he can, but he can. Trying to check my heart through my nipple. Right here, go boom, boom. Wait, look.
All right, HoodyTwoShoes, having found the town of Rimildar, normally the place to buy keys, not really as relevant, but there is a chest there in the Lost and Found in its vanilla location.
Take Tiki with you?
Meanwhile, Kigalas outsiding out of that cave. And in this chest, there's some gold. Okay.
What are you doing?
Somebody must have left their wallet in the inn.
I would say it's a whittle. You can't go. I don't want to wait. He'll find you a mile away.
Looks like Hoodie picked up a large shield there. Value buy.
There. I put a couple, but...
Always like to go ahead and get that large shield whenever you can, because you're not likely to replace it unless you find a really cheap silver shield, which is on offer in Cantland, so, you know, but it's still a really good upgrade. And here we've got wings.
Hello!
We've got gold, and then the death necklace there, guarded by the 2 guards.
She grabbed my hand and kissed my hand.
So, all right, now HoodyTwoShoes is going ahead and drop the repel so that the only thing they're going to hit that he's going to run into are going to be the more powerful enemies that he's wanting to grind on, as he's going to go ahead and check this area for more goodies. And Atomraptors is now finding the cursed necklace. I think that's everybody now has it. Unfortunately, there's nothing down in Tablet Cave, but of course our runners don't know that, so they're going to go ahead and check that, and then outside when they realize that there's nothing there. Kigalas now in Rimildar. I'm going to go ahead and take the wallet that was left in the Lost and Found there in the inn. Meanwhile, Atomraptors checking out the cave here. Checking that one spot because there can be a chest that might spawn there with this flag set, but there wasn't. Silver trying this this blue dragon grind. They've already got their armor, so this is for grinding experience. Blues really aren't the best grind ever. I mean, they work, don't get me wrong, but you know, they're not always the best. Especially not when you have a place that has Axe Knights left, right, and center. I think there's like a 2 out of 5 or maybe even a 3 out of 5 Axe Knight location over by Breckenary, which just seems like a much better grind spot to me than that blue.
I would definitely agree on that for you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my mic turned red and I had to play heck trying to get it working again, but I apologize. But we're back, rocking and rolling here with Sylverfyre, of course, HoodyTwoShoes, Kigalas, and atomraptors.
Yep. So the big stick was at Vanilla Mountain 1. That chest that the guy almost got to and then got taken down by a jerk bird, yeah, that had the big stick in it.
Oh, jeez. So that's insane. You can be so close, but then the game just takes you so far away.
Yep. We're still looking for the Stones of Sunlight. Looks like Kigalas is going to go ahead and check out this chest here and then go ahead and get his coordinates, which won't take very long for him to find.
What vanilla chest locations do we have left that those stones could potentially be, and not kind of, course, the new chest that gets spawned in?
Well, they haven't dove deep grave yet, or at least they haven't survived very far in deep grave yet. So there could be a lot down in deep grave to find that might be interesting. I'm trying to think of any other places. We've seen Garanham, we've seen Mountain, we've seen have we seen Free? Yes, we've seen Freebie.
Yeah, it had nothing in there.
Yeah.
Freebie.
So,
basically, it's got to be Mountain because it can't be over in Charlock.
I don't know if they've searched all of Mountain, although I know they've hit a lot of the spots in Mountain, but it's almost got to be in Deep Grave somewhere, and that's, well, Atomraptors is going off the beaten path. There's this one little chest here. You normally never go this direction because there's no reason to, but in this case, there is a chest. It did turn out to be gold, but it could have been the stones. And this is another place that is rarely checked down here.
And
but in this case, there is a chest here.
Don't think a wyvern would be a treasure guard.
It's on the list.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is, and it was because there you go. In that one obscure chest in the obscure location that nobody ever goes to when they dive grave because there's no reason to go in there in a vanilla run. Well, guess what? There it is.
Now, if Adam remembers where to turn them in.
And it looks like level 14 has been our next sticking level. That's been a pain to grind out. Looks like Hoodie is going to go ahead and immediately turn in the staff while he's in the neighborhood. Or turn in the harp for the staff, I should say, while he's in the neighborhood.
Yep, and that goes with one of the three pieces, of course, being the stones that was just shown on the one, and of course the other item being the token, which was on the coordinates.
And I'm going to be perfectly honest, since I normally run a more standard flag set, I would have probably even forgotten that staircase existed, and I would have probably never found those stones.
Well, I will admit, I'm usually in the same situation, so last night I actually had a map that I printed out of all the alternate treasure spots so I can make sure to check them.
Comment in chat, do we know Spike and Swamp? Yes, it's a stone man. It's a stone man.
And AK-47 sends Hoodie back home while another AK shows up on Adam's side.
Kigalas back in coal. Goes ahead and gets his flute.
While they of Sylverfyre, of course, still going for the Mountain Cave, which we know
now
really isn't going to be
at level
great.
14, other than MP, they've got ghost stats.
Yeah, 108 you could get away with it. Agility is nice.
No, you're not getting away with 50-something MP.
No, the magic, no, I said HP.
Oh, the HP is just fine. It's the MP that's the problem.
Yeah, you ain't getting away with what, 6-7 heal mores?
Yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon. But other than that, they've got some pretty decent stats at level 14. They're just looking for the MP.
Yep, the MP, a little grind, and probably for those who don't have it yet, the stones. And Hoodie is heading that way in Grave, if he remembers to check the alternate locations.
And Adam Raptors has found Jerk. He's got the rainbow drop. We could be seeing a sub-hour seed from him.
Well, I'd get back to Breckenary and just start grinding on those X Knights then.
Oh, I absolutely 100% would. I would be heading right to Breck, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Hey, you think he's watching us? Well, of course he's not. None of our runners are able to see what anybody else does during the races in progress.
Now,
But
Adam had
that was
better
different.
upgrade that shield. A small shield is not gonna cut it. If nothing else, get a large shield. They're right there. They're not that difficult.
He's not going to grind there. He's moving on.
Oh, where is he going? He knows where there's a. Is he gonna do a Charlotte grind?
Charlotte? I think he's going to the Big C.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do a Charlotte grind.
Well, it ain't that worse of situations as there is a lot of alternate chest locations that could be in Charlotte. Maybe find some other items to use while you're going through. Since if you think you're in the, or is he? Well, no, he's going to Hawks. He's going to grind on the Blue Dragon.
Okay, I mean,
I kind of argue this that I really don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either. I'll be perfectly honest. I would grind those Axe Knights all day long over by Breck because you got the really, really short iteration. Once you run low, you just head into Breckenary. You get the cheapest, the cheapest inn in all of Alfgard, only 6 gold a shop to be able to refill on.
Yeah, I was going to say, that would be my one. Way out 2 would be the Sherlock Drive, and this would be an even further out 3 of choices.
I would actually do the Blue Dragon over a foyer grind, over a Charlock foyer grind. He's already got Death Necklace. He's got all of his gear that he needs that he could find in a chest, other than maybe the Fighter's Ring, but really that's 2 attack power. He did hit 15, though. Power 1, hit points 10, magic points 6. It's not nothing, but it's not enough either.
Well, see, I wouldn't have done a foyer grind if I'm going out. I mean, the Sherlock. I would have actually worked the grind down to the basement, so at least I could know what the trigger tile was before I worked back out with an outside.
Oh, you know what? That's valid. That's a valid option and probably a better idea than a foyer grind. But
if you get a level in the meantime and you heal up quickly and jump right back in to try to take out Mr. Dragon. Yeah,
Yeah. You just outside, you head over to the town nearby, you heal up, you go back immediately back down. You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense.
But that's why we run these races. Everybody makes their own paths, their own choices, and that's what makes these so great to watch.
Yeah, and of course, it still could be anybody's game. I mean, you never know who's going to come in first until it's done.
Yeah, that is definitely true. You just had to look back to last night, 10 o'clock race, where we had one guy who was out in front, but all 3 of the other racers had a shot at second at one point in the middle of Sherlock.
Yeah, I mean, we've got HoodyTwoShoes and Atom Raptors with all of their laundry list completed. They just need to grind and go. Silver is still looking for their Stones of Sunlight and Sword. Kigalas is also looking for the stones. Hey, welcome! The American Dweem rating.
Well, hey, we definitely appreciate you guys rating. Welcome on in. We are in the middle of round 1, the Kumen Winter League, aka the welcome to Winter League. Here with a bunch of nice seeds, including a few tri-stated.
Yeah, Adam Raptors is pretty dedicated to this Blue Dragon grind. I'm not sure it's the best idea, But you know what? That's what he's doing. HoodyTwoShoes, on the other hand, is doing this Axe Knight grind that we were talking about. It also has Star Wyverns, which are also valuable picks. I believe there are also some others around here that are really great for him. Now, the Axe Knights do have that hurt more that's a little bit painful, but you can just hurt more back.
Or if you really are worried about their hope more, just use your first turn, do a stop spell. It only costs you 2, and go.
Assuming it lands, I think they've got a pretty decent resistance to stop spell. Because in the vanilla game, they've got sleep.
Tracker, can we put up that Axe Knight?
Yeah, 5 out of 16. So it's a better than a 50-50 chance, but it's a non-zero chance.
Sure, it's a little worse than a little better than a quarter shot that you're gonna miss. And of course, that's the best tracker in the land who brought those up for us from RG and Angel FM. While we're watching, make sure you, of course, you do go out, follow all 4 of our racers tonight: sylverfyre, HoodyTwoShoes, Kigalas, and atomraptors, as well as our trackers Angel FM and RG365. My fellow commentators, Kiki, the Lost, and myself, and of course, Absolute Eric, who's doing an absolute awesome restreaming of tonight's event.
Absolutely. And while you're at it, if you like this thing, come check out our website at dwrandomizer.com. The randomizer is there on the website that you can use. And there's also a link to our Discord. We are an open and welcoming community. We always love to see new faces come in and try things out. And who knows, we might see you in the next one.
That is definitely true. And say, a year ago, I wasn't running. I've been in both. So nothing to be wrong for you. And by the way, while we were talking, atomraptor has been the first to take the dive into block. Running into X Knights nonstop, followed by a stone man. Hey, it's winter. We should make him snowman instead of stone man.
Now, the atomraptors did go ahead and buy that silver shield that was on sale there in Cantland. So that is a significant boost to his defense. It's a 91 defense now. He is going to be repelling wizards. Not only that, but it does mean that the physicals are only going to be 47 max, so you don't have to worry about accidentally getting bit for 50 damage by the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, 49 you can still take an extra shot instead of having to worry about healing.
And of course, there is a flag for easy Charlock. That means it's easier to run. The MP is only at 67, which still feels bad, man. That's only 8 heal mores in the tank. However, with 155 hit points, with 139, possibly 149 with the Death Necklace equipped, because that's a plus 10 to attack power at the cost of a percentage of the hit points. But he's got more than enough to be able to cover it and still be plenty good. He's going to be hitting like a truck.
He's going to lose about 43 of his hit points if he throws on the Death Necklace.
Yeah, but that's still over 100 hit points, which is all you really need.
I'm debating whether not to and just keep that higher hit points to get more doubles and maybe even a potential triple.
No, because heal more only heals for like 90 something. You're only going to be getting doubles after that.
I was true after the first heal, but I was hoping maybe a first round triple.
Now, being able to have an attack power of 149 or possibly even a 150 if he finds that fighter's ring, that's, 24 to 12. That's hitting pretty hard.
And he's not going to because he doesn't look like he's going to worry about any of the chests out there.
Well, it's still 24 yeah, it's still 24 to 12. If he had found it, it would have been 25 to 12.
Yep. And for those wondering how we're coming up with those numbers for the Dragon Warrior, you take your attack, subtract 100 off the top, divide that by 2, that's your high end, and divide that number by 2 for your low end.
Yep.
So in case of 139, we chop that down to 39. 39 goes down to 19 and a half, which rounds down to 19. And half of that goes down to 9 3/4, which is 9, so it's 9 to 19 is his attack.
Yep, and believe Adam actually has the scale equipped. When he checked his stats, his defense was at 93, which is great.
And it's only a green dragon on the spike tile.
And excellent move. It's gone. So, hey, Dragon Lord, I hear you like these swords. Let me show you mine.
And here goes that definite clutch.
Yep, and he's doing that now in combat because the hit points do not recalculate until phase 2 starts. So he's basically got free shots here. These hurt mores, they might as well not be hitting him because he's going to recalculate his max hit points anyway.
Yeah, but I think he should probably be about... Oh.
Yeah, that back attack does kind of suck. He's going to heal on 47, which is understandable because he could have gotten hit for 48 with a breath.
There's 17.
Yeah.
Plus 21 is 38. $48.52.
Getting some low rolls here. There you go.
There's a good old 20.
Managed to
72.
sneak in a double there.
Nice. Another high. Only about 2 of those 20s away from winning it. There's a low row, unfortunately, with a 14.
We're getting close here. Ah, there we go. GG. Thou hast done well in defeating the Dragon Lord.
Get those GGs out in chat. Well, of course, we'll get you the SRL time here in just a moment. And that race time is 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 54 seconds. Official timing on atomraptors.
HoodyTwoShoes is doing this Axe Knight grind, which is a great grind.
Not bad at all, and if he needs to, then he can make a small jump back to Breckenary, but it looks like he's going to go for...
Yeah, we've actually got all 3 grind strats we talked about on screen right now. We've got HoodyTwoShoes doing the Axe Knight grind. We've got Kigalas, it's doing the Charlock grind, and Silver's doing that Blue Dragon grind.
And Silver just got leveled. It looks like we'll have atomraptors here in a moment to commentate about his win.
Oh, is Kigalas actually trying to dive on 15? Hey, GG!
GG, thank you.
And here comes and here comes our winner, atomraptors. Adam, any special thoughts on the seed that you stood out to you?
I kind of enjoyed this seed. I was talking with someone and I was like, man, I really hope there's a 5,000 level in the middle of the thing. And I kind of got my wish. I think one of the levels required 3,500 experience, at least from where I was, at least from the time I died.
5 to 35 in that one level.
Yeah, so I love that. I found a grind spot, like an overworld grind spot, really quickly. So I'm sure that had a lot to do with my success in this race, just finding that spot really quickly.
Yeah, that beautiful spot there next to Breckenary was a beautiful spot. A lot of others decided to go for the Blue Dragon and Hawks instead.
Oh, I did not think I was close to be like. I mean, sure, I could lay. I was 25% or whatever, laying 2 Hurtmores in a row or whatever, hope that's good enough. But like other than that, I'm not beating that Blue Dragon.
No, both me and the Streaky here were more than happy to grind there next to Breckenary and loved when you did. Smart move.
Yeah, we both were of the opinion that that was the most efficient and economical grind. That blue was really not a decent grind.
Oh, does like even after I didn't even think I could beat it once for the armor. I was actually kind of angling. It's like, oh, if I was like getting up in gold. I was like, ooh, can I get the flame sword off of this grind? And the rogue scorpions ambushed just frequently enough to be like, no, you're not building up a gold. But I did buy a silver shield later in the seed. I'm like, oh wow, I have enough gold for this. Cool.
Yeah, especially because it was on steep discount.
Yeah, it has to be like in normal seeds. You know, you're not randomly having 14,800 gold or whatever. But here, I like randomly had 9,000 or 7,000 gold or however much it was. I was actually like 100 gold short, so I'm like, okay, I'll step outside, fight one enemy, come back in, get it. That was kind of cool. I like that.
Kigalas actually is going down with a small shield. He actually has the money for a silver shield right now in his back pocket, and he's already at the bottom floor of Charlock. So we'll see how that makes a difference. HoodyTwoShoes also has a silver shield. Silver is still equipped with a small shield.
Yeah, but Silver is running down on Sherlock as well. Adam, what was your thought about that low magic number? Because everything else was there, but magic just didn't want to come around.
It was, I mean, fine. Sometimes, you know, different stats are your kind of choke points. You know, going back to the late, you know, once I was strong, you know, level 14, 15, etc. I thought the Blue Dragon grind was fine. It's, you know, especially because I found the sword. You know, I was more than happy to go on like a flame sword or whatever, but I found the Erdrick sword in one of the caves, so I thought the Blue Dragon grind was easy. I mean, it's kind of weird not knowing how much you have to grind because I didn't save the princess. But it's like, oh, I'm not close. I'm not close. Okay, I think I'm pretty close. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Because there was like, I think I gained like 2 or 3 levels with the no MP, but you know, obviously if I had, you know, I was like, okay, 1 more or heal more, and then I get like 4 MP. So it was like, okay, not it. Even though like the other stats were like well over. I put on the death necklace just to make sure like enough. I wasn't relying on doubles type of thing. Just get 149 attack or whatever I ended up having.
Speaking of, Kigalas is going to talk to the Dragon Lord and has been declared a fool with 58 MP in the tank. Let's see if he can pull this off.
Yeah, because he's
Wait,
only
did
gonna
he
have
not
7.
use the... There's
No,
the death necklace.
He put it on late, but yeah, everything else being so crazy, the stones being in the one spot no one ever checks in the middle, and the sword was on that very first vanilla spot of mountain. It is quite an interesting little run.
Man, this Dragon Lord just does not want to let him go to second phase on full health. That was 4 Hurtmores in a row.
He starts his count, of course, as Sylverfyre is actually getting down to the spike tile, which of course we know being just a green dragon. While we're doing this, Adam, any thoughts on either of your competitors as you're seeing them complete their runs?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they're all in Charlock. I actually thought there's a real chance of getting sniped because the seed was relatively linear. There are a couple ways you could, like, there's some exploration. Like, I thought my exploration was late but really good. But I actually didn't think there was a huge, because like, I mean, the big thing would be like if armor or sword is somewhere really hard to find, and that just wasn't the case this seed. So I am not surprised to see everybody on the dragon in Charlock at least.
So Silver actually hit level 18 in Charlock, but put on the Death Necklace before engaging the Demon Lord, the Dragon Lord, excuse me. Break out your GGs for Kigalas. Did go ahead and defeat the Dragon Lord. We'll get their time in just a second.
Kigalas will pick the second place position here. Yep, we'll get that right.
Meanwhile, Silver going into the second phase of the Dragon Lord on 102 hit points and 62 MP. They
And that race time. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, they did manage to sneak out a double there, so they should be good. So what's that race time for Kigalas?
1 minute, 10 seconds, and 14 seconds. We'll see if we can get Kigalas in here as well here in a moment.
Yeah, that was a close fight. But man, this was a pretty lethal seed. GG.
Welcome on into Kigalas. GG for you, Kigalas. Your thoughts on this seed?
GG's.
I think I saw one too many Star Wyverns.
Yeah, this is a pretty brutal seed.
Yeah, and how much EXP was needed for what, like 15? It was some humongous amount I didn't catch.
It was like 4,000.
Yeah, and just I could not get that grind going near the end. So
Hey, break out your GGs. Sylverfyre has just come in third.
GG Sylverfyre and GG atomraptors.
And 1 minute, 11
GG's.
seconds. 1 hour, 11 minutes, 31 seconds. So just a little more than 1 minute difference between Kigalas and Sylverfyre.
Yeah,
And
1 minute would
Hoodie-
be really fast. That'd be a really fast seed.
Yeah, Hoodie is actually in the Dragon Lord fight and now has transitioned to phase 2 on 111 hit points with 56 magic points remaining in the tank. Little sketchy, but does manage to squeeze out an early double. This is all down to RNG, really. Ah, there's Silver. GG! You are muted. This is a push-to-talk channel.
Try to get-
Oh, wrong.
There she is. There they are. Welcome, Sylverfyre. Thoughts on the seed?
I can't imagine many things going more wrong for me, so I'm kind of okay with how it ended up where I'm like, just a little bit behind second place. Being 3 steps away from the treasure that turned out to be the Erdrick sword.
Yeah, that's gotta burn.
You just put your radio on and try
Pretty
to step
sure,
it in.
like, I could have lucked into getting the armor much earlier too if I had landed a hurt more on the blue dragon.
And
Yeah, I'm
Hoodie
curious.
actually goes down.
Oh,
without
no.
Defeating the Dragon Lord.
And
Yeah,
because he's
still, he
cursed,
is
he
cursed.
can't go into town. However, Breckenary is relatively nearby, and he does have Erdrick's armor to hero walk. Yeah,
Wait a minute,
48
he's
Breck, he
going
had
to
a risk of
Breckenary, right?
47.
Wait,
Huh?
Is he going? Where the heck is he going? He didn't go into Breckenary. Is he going back with only 16 magic?
There you go. You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go back to Breck.
Yeah, it looks like he's turning around. Don't make me turn this stream around, boy. Yeah, he's
back
gonna go
in
heal
my
up.
day, we had to do this stream both ways uphill without shoes in the snow.
Back in my day, at level 20, we were lucky to do 4 damage to the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, I'm curious who got the sword or the armor first. They're both, not terribly inaccessible, but I mean, the armor was inaccessible because the blue dragon was hard to fight for a while. But
Yeah, I waited till I had over 100 hit points to actually try the blue dragon.
yeah, same. I didn't think I could get it. We had the one level that was like
I think I
3,500.
did it at like 60 health or something.
Okay, so you probably got it
And
first.
I just landed a hurt more.
Yeah, yeah.
and finished it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, it's
I
just
did
RNG
have to
then.
like I was at like 30 health, and then it did 29 damage to me. So
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think the fight was pretty sketchy. So like, yeah, trying to get through it or whatever, just once.
I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna treat this like the Dragon Lord. You know,
Right,
it's
right.
gonna be worth it for the armor. I also like lost my I threw away my torch at level 1 to instantly get hurt more. That wasn't great either.
Yeah, those
Especially with
murder
how
bats were
big-
nasty.
Especially with how big level 1 was. It was a 22 level 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were fighting forever just to get to see level 2.
And then
once
at
we get
level 2,
level
you're
2,
granted the big boom.
Here's Hurtmore, and I'm like, oh no, this is awful.
I don't think
And then
any
from
of us
2 to
got it
7 was
fast.
like nothing.
I bought a hand axe in Breckenary at level 1.
Yeah, I got a hand axe in Breckenary, but it wasn't until I was like already level 2, I think.
Yeah, I
Or
got
maybe it
level
was like
1.
right before I got to level 2.
Yeah, I died. I think the first thing I died like 5 times in 2 minutes or something like that. Just everything was just torching me.
After,
so I'm just like,
after finding out that magicians had heal, then I went to explore for a town and I got that hand axe.
yeah.
But that was
yeah.
after like killing a magician the hard way.
Yeah, I don't think I found a magician. I like a Drakey, a wolf, was right outside. Yeah, just like a whole bunch of things. And I saw like, 27. I'm like, I ain't beating 13 slimes. I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, I saw like 3 magicians in a row, and then finally something that killed me, and then a red dragon northeast of town. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Now, question for the runners: what did you think about the location of those stones of sunlight?
I was so by the
I
time
knew
I
that they
got,
were in there when I was at that point, yeah.
yeah, same. I was gonna say I think I knew there might have been a couple of things that I hadn't found, but I had found most of the things by the time
I definitely found I found all the things. I did go out of my way to look for Remoldor, but partially that was because I was still looking for the Staff of Rain Cave at point. So I'm like, well, you know, I still have to do overworld searching. Stones are probably deep Garenham or Garengrave, but I can do that after I search the overworld because I still have things I need on the overworld.
Yeah, it's just that it's in an obscure area that nobody ever goes to in a normal run in Grave.
Yeah,
that
it's
you would
showing
never
that,
see if you didn't go down there.
Yeah,
it's showing that you know, if you're doing the routing of the dungeons appropriately for these randomized chest locations, it's like, hey.
Yeah, I certainly have the location map up while I'm running. I am not super familiar with them, but I did not I did do that one before I went to the super deep one at the the regular hard chest.
Dragon Lord Phase 1 with a preemptive strike. He's walking into Phase 2. Okay, he's going to try and herb up here. We get a stop spell, so that's a free turn. 113 gets a hurt more, another herb. That's his last one. Another hurt more. He's walking into Phase 2 on 86 hit points and 58 magic. He should be able to do this, but still going to be kind of a little sketch. He doesn't get a backstab, but he also doesn't get a double to start off with.
Yeah, my mess was like, you're a little over a coin flip to win at level. I think this is the. Yeah, I went at level 17. Yeah, so the level before was like, I was good. Yeah, like 60%, something like that. By my little calculator.
Yeah, I knew with the death necklace, like if I went at the 58 or whatever, it was technically enough, but I really, really didn't like it.
I went to 17.
Yeah, I got it on the way. I didn't refill though. So I had like 58 going into the Dragon Lord fight. I think I didn't use any heals on the way down.
Yeah, level 18 actually had like, 8 extra MPs, so that was more than that, like 2 extra heal mores almost. It brought you up to like 85 MP, so that was like 10 heal mores in the tank at that point, but The only one that hit it was Silver, and they got that on the way down, so they weren't able to take advantage of it.
So going back to the Stones of Sunlight chest, I want to say I was on the way and got killed early on, and then never got back there until finally the end.
Oh wow.
Swing and a miss
Yeah,
again.
Hoodie got hammered again.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I last located the Harp trading cave, which is pretty unsurprising given its location. But yeah, I did not explore north basically at all until, I had to.
Yeah, I found Sherlock through Swamp Cave first, and then eventually found that it was just southeast.
Yeah, I found Sherlock. I found Hawksnest first. Didn't explore west, and then I found Sherlock and didn't explore east. And I actually didn't know that they were connected for the longest time.
You know what? That last swing was a low swing, and I think that was a range where it could have come out ahead. He just rolled low on that last roll. That's painful. But he's gonna go again. Hey, you know what? I gotta respect this. He's not gonna let the seed beat him. He's going to defeat that Dragon Lord no matter what.
Yep, you gotta love that. By the way, for you get 3 that are here with us, what are your thoughts going into next week's seed?
I do not know what the flags are for next week's seed. I will probably learn them sometime in the next couple days. That's how the Winter League. There's all these flags that I have no idea what they are. Like I've never run before, so I'm learning as I go.
As I recall, next week's is Chaos Light, so you may want to look those seeds up.
Yep, Chaos Light with random weapon prices, vanilla monster abilities, random experience and stats for the monsters, speed hack, small map, very fast XP, short and easy Sherlock. Tri-state symbols will be treasure guards, not needing magic keys, and summer sale.
Yeah, I've never done like a full chaos where slimes can give you hundreds of experience or whatever, so that'll be something worth doing.
Yeah, that's going to be potentially enabled. You could be running into a blue slime with like 200 attack power, or you could be running into a red dragon with like 12 attack power.
Oh, all the monster abilities are randomized too? That'll be fun.
The monster stats, in addition to the abilities, will be randomized, as will their golden XP values.
Okay, so you gotta find something good.
Though. It's not random.
The abilities are vanilla. I don't know what those are. I haven't played the vanilla game in 30 years.
Wait, are the abilities vanilla?
Yeah, the abilities are vanilla, so if there's have sleep in vanilla, they'll have sleep here. They won't be able to pull like a blue slime with sleep and hurt more.
Oh, that's gonna make X Knights kind of nasty because vanilla X Knights got sleep.
Yeah, all the vanilla Sherlock things have really annoying stuff.
Yeah.
Well, just
don't vanilla reds have sleep?
They do, and vanilla Axe Knights have both more. Star Wyverns have heal more. Yeah.
Wizards have both more. If I
Magi Wyverns, of course, have sleep.
Yep. Okay, so just fight all the stinky monsters that give you hundreds of experience.
I think Star Wyverns have baby breath though, so.
Yeah,
the only thing that's got DL2 breath will be the Dragon Lord. But let's see. I know greens have baby breath. I know Star Wyverns have baby breath. I remember that from way back in the day when I used to play the heck out of this game on the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the 80s. But
also
yeah.
More.
But yeah, some of those guys can be really, really surprisingly nasty. Like those Axe Knights do carry sleep, so you're gonna either want to preemptive stop spell that or just blow it up with a hurt more. that's just as you do.
So what was the thing that led atomraptors to win so much quicker than the rest of us?
The Axe Knight grind over by Breckenary.
Yes.
Okay.
So I spent a good chunk of time, on the 3500 experience level. At least that's what it was for me. I just spent the whole time grinding in a overworld zone by Breckenary.
Right.
It was like
yeah.
Rogue Scorpions, Star Wyverns, Axe Knights, Droll Magi, and Drakeys.
Oh yeah. I was in that zone forever, and then in the end, I was not getting anything to show up in the hills or in the desert, like for like 2 minutes. It's like, come on. So that's just how it goes.
Yeah, that grind over by Breckenary is really what put him in a commanding experience point lead.
I also didn't have any like horrible things go wrong. I took my fair share of deaths or whatever, but in terms of things that were super costly, nothing like that. I didn't even explore the entire map.
Yeah.
You actually had half the deaths everyone else had. You only had 11 deaths, whereas Kigalas had 19. Hoodie has so far 19, and Syl ended up with 20.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out.
Yeah, by the time basically I grinded, like I didn't even stop grinding once I got the next level, because the next level is like trash. I'm like, whatever, I'll keep going, and a couple more levels, got the big HP thing, and then only died maybe like once or twice after that. So pretty fortunate for me.
Yeah, and I really think it was that decision to continue grinding after that heckin' level that really, I mean, you waited until you got the stats, and once you got the stats, you were able to really explode on the scene with a lot lower risk level than the other runners were having when they started trying to go find this stuff.
Yeah, and I knew where Hawksness was, and I knew that it was a blue dragon. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing anything else until I'm strong enough to get the armor, because the armor just makes everything super easy, obviously.
Yeah, so you were actually the first one to get your armor, by the way, Adam.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't think I would be. I would think that somebody, kind of try to get at it, because I had I could have tried to get it a little earlier than I did, but I thought
Hoodie just dinged 18 right in front of the Dragon Lord. Does have a silver shield though, so has 94 defense power.
Yeah, I think the extra heal more should.
Yeah, and with 65 MP, he's got a heal more than a tank at 150 attack power. He's got this. No back attack.
Should be the third time the charm here for him.
Yeah, he's got this one. At the 12 to 25 range he's got there. He's hitting the Dragon Lord almost as hard as the Dragon Lord can hit him. Dragon Lord hits for 30. He returns fire for 25.
Yeah, it's hilarious to high roll after you've died twice by low rolling. It's like, well, it evens out, but not in the way you want it.
But hey, you know what? Mad respect to him for not giving up and insisting on finishing out the seed. You gotta give him props.
And get those GGs out in chat for HoodyTwoShoes, if you would please, in the chat. As he does complete, we'll have the time in just a moment. And that time is 1 hour, 29 minutes, 20 seconds.
And that's still faster than some of the runners from our previous run, which is all I'm going to say about that. You want to find out about it? Go check out the VODs.
Most, if not all, of our first round races are going to be up over at DW Randomizer on Twitch. And we do have our HoodyTwoShoes coming in the chat. Welcome and GG. This is a push to talk channel. If you are muted, make sure you hit that button. We do have our HoodyTwoShoes
thanks for the
coming in
GG.
chat. Welcome and GG.
Never give up. Never let the seed beat you.
I mean, the seed absolutely beat me. Like I said, it doesn't matter if I
you are
finished or
muted,
not.
make sure you hit that button to talk.
I don't think there's anything to say other than that. GG.
No, you finished the seed. That's a W for you. It may have been a little painful, but
I mean,
you
the seed
absolutely won
beat
this
me.
seed.
Like I said, it doesn't matter if I finished or not. I don't think there's. I'm wondering when everybody else went. I feel like I could have won at 16.
No, you finished the seed. That's a W for you. It may have been a little painful,
I went at 17.
You absolutely
I
won
thought
this
16
seed.
was like, I thought I was a slight favorite to win, but you know, obviously,
else went. I feel like I could have won.
Took
at
the extra
16.
level just because I didn't want to low roll.
I didn't get any doubles.
But yeah, 17 was. I went
easy.
at 17.
It wasn't very far away
was
from 16. I just feel like the meta knowledge. I'd already seen 2 people finish, so I figured I might as well try and finish. Otherwise,
took the extra level just because I didn't want to low roll.
You all must have had a better grind than I did, or a better start. I'm not really sure. I just feel like I ended up looking for Axe Knights and Star Wyverns over by Garenhem there. I didn't really find a good spot to get XP.
That's where I did as well.
Than I did, or
over by Breckenary.
Sure. I ended up looking for Breckenary.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that Breckenary Axe Knight grind is kind of swingy because it's an overworld grind. So
that's where I did as well.
Naturally, you're at the whims of the encounter rates in the area.
Breckenary.
Yeah, he did.
And like
that Breckenary Axe Knight grind is kind of
all three of you were in Charlotte
world grind. So
at the same time.
Naturally,
it wasn't like a wild
of the encounter rates in the area. Yeah, you just low rolled. Yeah, and I think that second Dragon Lord fight,
all three of you were in
you were within your range to hit him on that last one, and you just rolled low.
Discrepancy in times.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I still would have been fine on the first one if I had just healed instead of trying to go on 47 or not. I don't really know. I felt like I needed to take the risk and try to force a double there, but I might not have needed to.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You're feeling behind, 47. The only way I'm really going to die is if I get hit for 48, which unfortunately you did.
And it didn't really, I was already in last place at that point, so it didn't really matter one way or the other. That was another thing that kind of went into let me just try to finish this. And it did not work out to end the pain.
All right, well, any final thoughts before we kick it over to the Z1 randomizer tournament already in progress?
GG's to everybody else. Well played. Good luck to everybody next week.
GG's good luck next week, and thanks for the commentators, restreamers, trackers, etc. for putting on the show. Really appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are all the real MVPs, and maybe Angel's group can get their race scheduled. Let's see.
All right. Well, until then, this is Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth has been what is it? Sea Parsley is how you go?
Yes, sir. And as they say, it may be dangerous to go alone. Take this. As we're going to head on over to the one randomizer as you finish.
Absolutely. And of course, thank you to Angel FM, RG365, who were our trackers, Absolute Eric, our restreamer, and all of you viewers out in the audience. Thank you. Until next time, take it easy.